is Judy, and today I'd like to present you my theme is comparative perspective international student in Cluj-Napoca and Japan. And first of all, I'd like to talk about why I'm interested in this thing. There are three reasons, and the first one is my master's thesis. And the second one is the population of international students. And the third one is well-being of international students. And that's why, because of these three reasons, I focus on my interest in international students. And the first reason is my master's thesis thing. My master's thesis is about cross-cultural adaptation of international students and those who are studying in Japan and try to discover their adaptation from perspective of cultural intelligence and flow experience when they are learning Japanese. And my target subject is about Taiwanese and Chinese. And the method I use is survey and interview. And the second reason is in the world, in Japan, the population of international students is increasing year by year. And in Cluj, there are about 800 international students in this city. So you can see, I don't have the specific data of the numbers of international students, but in UBB there are, in 2013, there are 772 international students in UBB. And in 2014, there are 823 international students. And the growth up rate is 6.6%. And the third reason is the well-being of international students. Actually, in Japan, in 2012, there are 2 Taiwanese students was murdered in Tokyo. And also, the frequency of injury and suicide of international students is getting higher and higher. And also, in Cluj-Napoca, there are 2 international students committing suicide last year. So, why do international students study abroad? There are, I try to make a comparison between the international student in Japan and international student in Cluj-Napoca. First of all, the international student in Japan, their purpose to study abroad is about searching jobs in Japan, and also learning second or third language. And the third one is they try to have advanced degree in Japan. And the last one is they are fan of Japanese culture, like anime or Japanese idol. But when I do interview of international students in Cluj-Napoca, they told me they come to Cluj-Napoca because of the scholarship and the price is very low here. And also, the university have plenty of academic resources, and they have a lot of choice to match their interests. So, what kind of difficulty do international students have? Also, I made a comparison between Taiwanese and Chinese students and European international students. In my research, most of Taiwanese and Chinese international students, they have expectations from their parents, so which make them have to concentrate on their academic work. They can't have fun in their private life. And also they have some language problem. For example, when I first go to Japan, I cannot use English to talk to Japanese because they are afraid to talk to me in English. They can understand what I am asking, but they can't answer me in English. So when I say hello, they won't answer me. But when I say sumimasen, they will, yeah. And also, there are some financial pressures to Chinese and Taiwanese international students. In my case, I have 3 part-time jobs just for cover my life expense and my is education fee. So if you want to study in Japan, it's very difficult. And also, there are some culture shocks. Taiwan, China, and Japan, both three of them are Asian country. But when I first time went to Japan, I can get used to the Japanese style. Most of the Japanese, they try to follow the manual, rule by rule, state by state. They can make any mistake. If once you make a mistake, you have to start over. So I think it's very not so effective way. But in Taiwan, people very kind, if you make some mistake, they it's okay, it's okay, it's not a big deal. So there's some culture shock between when I first go to Japanese, yes. And also there are some relationship problems of Chinese and Taiwanese international students. Just like mentioned before, there are two Taiwanese girls was killed in 2012 because of love relationship is too complicated. So a Taiwanese international student killed two Taiwanese girl students. But when I interviewed the European international student in Cluj-Napoca, they told me there are some academic competition in medical school, but actually only in French section. So they just want to try to do the best, but it doesn't bother them so well. And also, there are some language problems, but compared to the problem of Taiwanese and Japanese, the language problem only exists in communication with elder people here. So basically, international student, European international student camp here, they can talk to Romanian in English easily, but when they try to communicate to elder people, it's kind of difficult. And also, they have some relationship. When I do interview of a counselor of medical university in Cluj-Napoca, the counselor told me one of the girls told her she broke up with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend in the same course. So she wants to transfer to other university, other medical school. But actually, life is not easy. So the counselor didn't sign her paper. And also there are some accommodation problem is very different with Taiwanese and Chinese because in Japan, we want to have our own room. We don't want to share our space. We want to have private time. So basically, we tend to live alone, but sometimes we'll feel alone and homesick. But European international students, they want to share their room, not because of the financial pressure, just they want to have fun and with a lot of people. So there are another one is very special is entertainment. The Ramona of international, who in charge of international students in UBB, she told me some of the international students will come for help just because they want to know, can you tell me good camping spot, or can you tell me how to go to the supermarket and something daily stuff like that. So I think this kind of problem is very different with Taiwanese and Chinese students have. But there is another big difference, which is what will an international student do after finish his or her study. In Japan, if you ask a Chinese or Taiwanese international student, they will answer you, I want to stay in Japan because I want to have a job in Japan, I want to live in Japan. And most of them may answer you, they want to have the permanent residency. But in Cluj-Napoca, they want to back to home country. They take Cluj-Napoca is a transition city, a transition state. And also there are some, the house rent is too high. And if you cannot speak Romanian, your job opportunity will be limited. So is the difference between these two countries, I think. So, what does Cluj-Napoca have? How to attract more international students, especially Asian international students to here? First of all, there are advantages and disadvantages. The advantage is high quality of life. I think all of the four of us very enjoy the life here, and people are very friendly to us. And this country is very safe than before I came here. And the pace of life is very slow. People are flexible, and most of all, I can enjoy the beautiful and historical view in here. And you have Central Park, which Japan, there is no like something like that in Japan. And in Central Park, you can relax, you can exercise. So I think it's an advantage. And most important of all, compared to China, Japan, and Taiwan, you don't have pollution here. So this is the advantage. But this advantage is the transportation. In Taiwan, in Japan, we have MRT, which are very on time. So we don't have to worry about we will be late for important meeting, we will late for school or work. And also, here, no convenience store. It's very inconvenient because I am a student. I often study till midnight. But when I get hungry at midnight, I will go out to find some food or drink. So I will go to convenience store. In convenience store, there are no food, drinks, and even I can pay my bill in convenience store or buy some concert ticket in convenience store. So this is one of the disadvantages, I think. And also, just like I mentioned before, the house rent is very high, and like the job opportunity is limited.